I could remember when I wanted to get into the university, there are certain things I did that I didn't know was main hindrance behind how I wasn't able to learn effectively. And in fact, this has actually contributed to how I got low grades over those periods. I am very sure a lot of students, one way or the other, might have made this same mistake, and you inclusive. This mistake is the reason why you get low grades, and it's also the reason why you fail to learn effectively. Right here on today's video, I will discuss with you the list of things you should not do while studying, and also if you stop doing this list of things, it will enhance the rate at which you assimilate as a student and get you the grades you desire. Now, the very first thing I advise you not to do while studying is that don't be distracted. A lot of students can be distracted in the process of studying, and this can serve as an hindrance. If you distract yourself while studying, it will limit the rate at which information goes into your brain, and also this distraction can come in different forms. External distraction could be anything that is going on around you in terms of the noise around you or the people around you can serve as a distraction. Anytime you are trying to study, move from an environment where you can get distracted and get to an environment where you have more focus and you'll be able to focus on whatever you are trying to study at that particular time, because this will contribute to the rate at which you assimilate, and in fact, the studying process will be very productive and you won't waste much of your time while you are studying. Now, you might have an intention of studying at any particular point in time, and you just get to where you want to study and you feel, due to the fact that you have a lot of things to do, and you just procrastinate and say you want to do it tomorrow. That is a very bad habit, and that is something you should not do while studying. Or, for example, you have several topics that you want to read in your book, and at that point, you just feel to, let me skip this topic and let me move to the simple ones that I feel that I can assimilate better. Because in the long run, you might not go back to the topic you neglected, and in fact, it will contribute to the rate at which you pass any particular course, because when you get to the exam hall and you didn't actually reach that part, it will contribute to the score you get at the end of the day. So in order for your studying process to be effective and in order for you to get the grades you desire, try as much as possible not to procrastinate while you are studying. So while studying, students tend to avoid challenges. For example, anytime you want to study something in particular and you just encountered something that is very much complex or something that is not very easy for you to understand at that particular moment, and you just avoid such thing and you just move to the simple ones that you feel that you can do better, that is a very bad habit while you are trying to study, because if you avoid such concepts, you won't able to actually cover a lot of things where you are trying to study, and by the time you get to the exam hall, there will be problem, because what if they ask you about something you avoided at the process while you are trying to study. So it is very important not to avoid challenges anytime you are trying to study. Face the challenge that is before you, and read accordingly. In order to avoid challenges, there are tips that I review to you now. For example, if you are trying to read something and you just encounter a particular challenge in terms of understanding that particular thing, it is important for you to consult more textbooks about that particular thing, because if you consult more textbooks, it will help you to understand that more and to give you more idea about what that thing is talking about, instead of avoiding it to another thing or just move on to the simple ones that you feel you can understand easily. Now, in as much as memorization can actually get you the grades you want, at the end of the day, when you leave the exam or scan, you might not be able to remember a lot of things. So why read the thing when you only read for exam and you left and you just forgot the whole thing? So you didn't actually learn anything. So another, while you are studying, avoid memorization, because when you are trying to study, make sure that you try to understand whatever you are studying very well and apply those things to real life examples. You can ask questions about what you are trying to study, and it will give you more in-depth understanding. And in fact, if you don't understand whatever you are trying to study, You can consult relevant textbooks that can give you more ideas about what that thing is talking about. Don't overload yourself. Now, this happens most of the time when exam is approaching and you have a lot of things to read and you just want to jam pack the whole thing into your head. It doesn't work like that. Your memory doesn't work like that. Your brain can assimilate stuffs like that. Your brain assimilates stuffs more when you leave spaces in between and you read bit by bit. That is the best way you can learn. When you read bit by bit, you are giving your brain time to process such information. So when in a situation whereby you overload yourself and you want to learn everything at the same time, there can be confusion, there can be interference in the process, and you just wasted your time while studying because you didn't make such thing to be productive. So don't isolate yourself. Make sure you get a study partner. Find someone that you can be discussing whatever you are studying with. That way, it will enhance your understanding. But if you isolate yourself and you just leave yourself aside and you are doing it on your own, you might not be able to learn effectively. Not that you won't learn, but you'll not be able to learn effectively. So don't isolate yourself. Get a study partner that you can collaborate with, and in fact, you can engage in group discussions about that particular thing you are trying to study at a particular moment. Hello guys, I'm sure you found this video helpful. So if you do, please smash the like button and also subscribe to my channel. And also you can check out this video on solutions you can prefer to the issues I stated in this video. So thank you so much for watching and see you on the next video.